shall return even the remnant of Jacob,
right,
unto the mighty God. Living creatures. Living creatures.
I just want to get to the ships first, right?
yes,
Verse 19.
Ezekiel 1, jumping to 19. And when the living creatures went, the wheels went by them. And when the living creatures were lifted up from the earth, the wheels were lifted up.
So wherever these tools go, wherever an angel is, that's where the tools go. So like an angel, I'm just giving you a depiction. If an angel's walking on the ground, the chariot could follow it because it's connected to it through the spirit. Okay? And that's how these chariots move. They don't move like normal spacecrafts, man. Esau's ships. You know, Esau's ships can only go one way forward or one way backward or one way to the left. These chariots can move at any direction. They can change size, change diameter. All right? Keep going.
Verse 20. Whithersoever the spirit was to go, they went. Thither was their spirit to go.
That's right.
And the wheels were lifted up over against them. For the spirit of the living creature was in the wheels. When those went,
And
these went.
And guess what? That's exactly how YAHAWASHI is going to come back, man. All right? Within a big ship, a father ship. And his spirit is, but his spirit when he comes back is to judge this earth, man. You see that ship right there at Independence Day? You see the beams coming out? That's how the Lord's going to come out, man. Grand Royale style. Okay? He's going to nuke up this place, destroy a lot of you vermin walking down the street, thinking that you're righteous. Keep going. Revenge time, man.
When those went, these went. And when those stood, these stood. And when those were lifted up from the earth, the wheels were lifted up against them. For the spirit of the living creatures was in the wheels. And the likeness of the firmament upon the heads of the living creatures was as the color of a terrible crystal, stretched forth over the heads above. And under the firmament were their wings straight, the one towards the other. Everyone had two, which covered one his side.
You have a scripture?
yeah, we're looking for the one in the apocrypha when it tells you they're running in the sky. Yeah.
16, 15.
Huh?
Which one? The chariots?
Yeah, when they were running, like it tells you that the chariots are running in the sky.
Either one of 15, 14, 15, I think one of those. 14, 15, 16 is what I think one kind of water.
Gone.
There's a salt.
While he's finding that, let's get the account of Helidorus getting jacked up by the angel. Alright? If you can find it. It's in that. It's here. Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay. There's a second Maccabees 3 and 24, and it says, now as he was there present himself with his guard about the treasury, the Lord of spirits and the Prince of all power caused a great apparition, so that all that presumed to come in with him were astonished at the power of the Most High, and fainted, and were sore afraid.
Now who's the Lord of spirits? Okay, that's talking about the Father himself. Can you get that precept? Hebrews chapter 12 and 9 to show you who's that the Lord of spirits, please. Right? Because the Lord of spirits, he's the one that creates the evil in a city, man. He sanctions what he tells. He tells the spirits what to do. All right.
Hebrews chapter 12, verse 9. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father Yahawah of spirits?
And that's what you're going to see take place. You're going to start to see, you're gonna start to see people take subjection to the Lord of spirits of what He's about to do, man. In that chapter, what we're going to read. All right. So that's telling you the Lord is the Father of all spirits. All right.
It says back in 2 Maccabees 3 and 25. For there appeared unto them an horse with a terrible rider upon him, and adorned with a very fair covering. And he ran fiercely, and smote at Heliodorus with his forefeet.
That's right.
And it seemed that he that sat upon the horse had complete harness of gold. Moreover, 2 other young men appeared before him, notable in strength, excellent in beauty, and comely in apparel.
So notably in strength. All right. That's how the angels look when they appear to you, man. They don't. It didn't look like any normal warrior that was out there. You saw the shine that they had, and you knew they came to tear shit up. Okay, and that's exactly how these angels are going to come back. You're going to know it's them, man. You're going to know their judgment is waiting for you. Right?
It says, moreover, 2 other young men appeared before him, notable in strength, excellent in beauty, and comely in apparel, who stood by him on either side, and scourged him continually. And gave him many sore stripes.
That's right.
And Heliodorus fell suddenly unto the ground, and was compassed with great darkness. But they that were with him took him up, and put him into a litter. Thus him that lately came with a great train, and with all his guard into the said treasury, they carried out, being unable to help himself with his weapons.
Because he was, and that's also due to him being scared shitless as well.
It says great darkness compassed him.
Yes. So that means his mind was like, like, oh my God, PTSD. Let's just use that term. Post-traumatic stress, which a lot of you mortals get, man. You little mortals, you human beings. Okay.
It says, and manifestly they acknowledged the power of the Most High.
Oh boy. So they were in subject to the Father of spirits, because that spirit came and jacked their ass up, because they were about to do something really wicked to the nation of Israel. Hey, and that was just 3 angels. Imagine what the angel of the Lord, thousands of angels coming back. What are they going to do? How are you people going to survive in that day, man? Can't handle one alone.
It says, for verse 29, for he by the hand of the Most High was cast down, and lay speechless without all hope of life.
That's right.
But they praised the Lord that had miraculously honored his own place. For the temple, which a little afore was full of fear and trouble, when the Almighty Lord appeared, was filled with joy and gladness.
So we don't need a military. We got the Lord's military. All right, we got the Lord, man. So you can trust in your ICBM missiles, man. You can trust in your ships. You can trust in your bodybuilding. We got a spiritual army, man. All right.
I got the steroids.
We never needed an army, because the Lord is going to make us into super soldiers. Right? 1 man shall be able to chase 1,000. Right?
That's a spectrum.
10 man shall be able to chase 10,000. So we're Supermen. So that's why we never needed our army. Right? We're not about that. We're Supermen. We're going to be like a sharp thrusting instrument. Why would you need a gun? Why would you need a knife? What are you going to do with it? When we're going to be able to beat people to powder with our fists. So what are you going to do with a weapon? A weapon won't mean nothing to you. What are you going to do with a weapon when you know all the skills on how to disarm a man or how to paralyze a man with one touch? All you got to do is watch the movie Fist of the North Star. That's our reality, man. We're going to be able to hit a man so hard that he won't be able to die until the next day. He'll implode. the next day, the following day.
Yeah, Gun, there was a movie Apostle Gabar brought out. It was called I believe it's called The Lawnmower Man. Yeah? It's a good movie, man. Because that guy he basically became an angel. You know, he got spiritual power. You know? It says, verse 31. Then straightway certain of Heliodorus' friends prayed Onias, which was the high priest, that he would call upon the Most High to grant him his life, who lay ready to give up the ghost. So the high priest, suspecting lest the king should misconceive that some treachery had been done to Heliodorus by the Jews, offered a sacrifice for the health of the man. Now as the high priest was making an atonement, the same young men in the same clothing appeared and stood beside Heliodorus, saying, Give Onias the high priest great thanks, insomuch as for his sake the Lord hath granted thee life. And seeing